Hi, it's David Smith again at the Art of David Smith. So we've got a little bonus one this week. As you can see from the book in front of us, Prince Porrig and the Calamitous Carbuncle. This was a book I illustrated a couple of years back. Now, when I'm not doing YouTube videos and not drawing tattoos in tattoo shops, I illustrate children's books, and this was released a couple of years ago. And what I've been working on partly this year is the next instalment, which obviously this is a not for resale copy. This is a proofing copy which I've had to have a look at to make sure I'm happy with the quality and everything else. But this actually goes on sale on the 2nd of December and can be purchased through Amazon. I believe there will be other places you can purchase it from after that, but yes, you can either contact me or just pick up a copy from Amazon if you wish. But I'll say this is what I do when I'm not drawing pet portraits and things like that. I do children's book illustration. So what we've got here is the Cragon. So I just thought we'd do a quick video on drawing the Cragon today. So just pop that to the side. So obviously I've drawn a few little guides to get me going on this. So when Glyn, the author of the book, contacted me and said he'd got a new story that I'd like me to have a look at, obviously the central character was this Cragon, which he described as like a cross between a dragon and a cat. So obviously what I then start to do is come up with some ideas as to what this character could possibly look like. So what we've got here is a couple of basic ovals. Obviously one's going to be showing the head, one for the body. I've tried to split the face, so we're going to have eyes either side of this line. So this is the central line running down the face of the Cragon. So what I will basically do then is start roughly putting in features of a cat. Once I've got that, I will then start looking to change that cat into partly a dragon. So that's how I tend to work. So probably bring up a bit of a reference, look at a few different cat species and stuff like that, types I can have a play around with. A little bit of a beard on this chap here. Again, as I mentioned numerous times, I'm drawing these lines in a lot darker than I normally would when I was roughing out a drawing, because obviously that way then when I want to come and erase the lines at a later point, it's not as easy, it's easier to rub them out when they've not been put in quite so dark. But some ears. Yeah, I've got a few books out now. Still looking for an agent out there, so if anybody watching this video knows any agents that might be interested, please get them to check my website out. So very much still love to be picked up full time for drawing book illustrations, if that's at all possible. Again, we're framing out where the main features are going to drop. Nose area. So like I say, we released the book. The author, Glyn, there's some horns on this chap, so we're going to play with the dragon part of this now. Yeah, the author actually lives in Australia, but obviously via the internet and things like that, we're able to work together. The publisher is in the UK, and he orders books and has them sent over there for various events and things like that that he does over that side of the world, and I use them as well in my presentations when I do school visits and things. So I'm just going to open this body up a little bit. Bit of a relaxed pose, kind of throwing his legs underneath. Well, yeah, it works. As you can see, again using a few basic shapes, you can start roughing out what my little Cragon character is going to look like. Obviously it's easier now when I've drawn an entire book's worth of Cragons. Kind of get to the point you start seeing Cragons in your sleep. But I'm just putting these details in. Thank you again for all the recent follows, everybody who's started to watch my channel, that you've subscribed, you've liked, you've asked questions. It's fantastic. I'm really overwhelmed with the response that I've had. It's been fabulous. So please keep sharing, please keep passing on the word to anyone that you think might be interested. And if you've got any more suggestions for videos that you'd like to do, one of the recent suggestions was some help with figure drawing. So it is something I've been toying with and thought about doing anyway. So what I'm doing here is kind of roughing out where a pair of wings might go for this little chap. Yeah, so figure drawing's been requested. As we're very close to Christmas as well, I'll probably try and do something Christmassy themed, or just a quick video for the season, so something along those lines as well. But we'll then be approaching the new year, so any ideas for new subject matter would be gratefully received. So keep firing questions in at me, and if we can get anybody else to subscribe, as I say, please share the links and drag your family and friends into viewing. last thing that we've got on this chap. There's the tail. And then just a bit of detail as well. Whiskers, and in the book I've drawn him with some tiger stripes as well. A few stripes down the back. And what I'll do off camera is I'll clean this chap up. Put him a bit of colour on as per the books. Pop the eyes in. But there you have a roughed out Cragon. So rather than ink him all up now, as I say, I'll do that off the camera. As you've seen me ink a few different things up now. But if you've got any young siblings or anything like that that you think might enjoy the book, check it out on Amazon, and you'll also find the first book on there as well. There you go, one Cragon. So available on Amazon. Prince Porrig and the Peculiar Pet. But thank you for watching. I know it's not what we'd normally be covering at this point, but say with the release on the 2nd of December, I just thought it would be a nice little project to do to the side. So it just shows a little bit else of what I do on there. So on Amazon you can get the original and obviously the brand new Prince Porrig. Well, thanks to you again. Thanks for the subscriptions, and catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.